Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed a pleasure to be part of this event and speaking to you all. When I came to the event, and I was previously thinking about that, what should I speak onto this summit? Is it about just about Viksit Bharat? Is it just about the fact that what PSUs have been contributing to the national economy, or is it about the opportunities, what PSUs and their close collaboration with other industry, private sector, how it amalgamates into an overall foundation for the Viksit Bharat? But then I realized that these are some of the aspects. I'm pretty sure they were very eloquently covered, and I'm pretty sure they will be covered during the course of the day. So then the problem grew that what should I speak onto? I thought to speak onto the aspect that where we are, where we will go together. One aspect is we will all go together, but where we are, what are the opportunities and what are the threats that we are facing? If you see the world over, we, from a technological point of view, we are seeing the hallmark of three important eras, which we are not even realizing. The first one is the foundation age of what we call as quantum era or the quantum computing era. Now, most of you would say that how exactly the quantum computing is going to affect us and would be in the larger space of the Indian economy. Everything will change when it comes to digital space. Your conventional computing or conventional cryptology, conventional security systems need to change. Then essentially what you are looking into is post-quantum cryptography. You are talking about quantum-resistant cryptography. The entire world is moving into that space. This is the time where DPSUs or PSUs, they can work along with the industry to capitalize this market, not just in India, but all around the world. So that's one of the foundational aspects we need to look into. The second foundational aspect which is happening right the corner is with regard to the AI. We all talk about AI, we all talk about the fact that, the way in which it has been foundationally changing the way in which we operate. AI provides both opportunities, but at the same time, there are certain threats that emanate out of it. But I always, typically in the security space, we always say every calamity is an opportunity. We always presume into that, and that's where the art of a true officer comes into the place, that how you find out the best out of in a calamity and convert it into a national opportunity. In AI also, when it comes to the security aspects, of course, AI people are moving deeper into it, but then we are looking into the onslaught of larger models, the nuances that are being created out of AI. Around the corner is Mythos, the 12 trillion, allegedly 12 trillion parameter, and I have chosen my words allegedly very carefully and with a sheer amount of responsibility. The civilian variant of it is Fable. It's been round the corner, that's been operating upon. Now, this provides again a new challenge within the cybersecurity domain where people need to work, people need to operate. But here the question that I ask and the challenge that I give to our industry partners, our PSUs, is, are we really prepared? Are we just the consumers of AI, or are we going to be the leaders in AI? When we talk about trillion plus models, we are talking about Kimi, we are talking about DeepSeek, we are talking about Fable and Mythos, but where does India stand? That's a critical question that we need to ask each other. In order to have this particular AI, and when we're talking about national security, when we are talking about things which are close to the national sovereignty, are we really talking about sovereign AI infrastructure? Just to run a trillion parameter model, the kind of infrastructure that you require does not classify into regular data centers. That is an opportunity. Or are we going to still, hire these services from somewhere outside? But that's the opportunity for the PSUs, for the cloud providers, for the service providers over here to capitalize. These sovereign models, these sovereign infrastructure can push and can leverage out for the Indian demands at the same time would be a model for hiring, for giving out a trusted scenario, a trusted AI infrastructure space for global leaders. So that's another space that can be capitalized by this combo of the PSUs, the governmental institutions, research institutions, and the Indian industry. The third space where we are talking about combination of what we call it as the industrial, or what we call as industrial 4.0 aspects that are coming into the place. But more than that, there is a new era where we are looking into the coming of humanoids or robotics in a big way into the global ecosystems. Are we still capitalizing that movement? I always believe that if you have to work, if you have to plan for, let's say, Viksit Bharat 2047, you need to understand what are the opportunities. This is the time where people can come together, can work together in order to leverage these aspects. You know, the quantum aspects, the opportunities that it provides. It's not just about post-quantum computing, it's post-quantum cryptography, it's about quantum computing, it's about quantum communications. Huge round of opportunities that are existing, and trust me, you are right now, you are in the same stage where the entire world is. So if we run right now, we're going to have $1 billion opportunities around the block. AI and its infrastructure and the associated cybersecurity controls that needs to mitigate it. But on the third important aspect, which is the data privacy aspects. We talk about the DPDP's implementation that's going to happen over here out the corner. But at the same time, the privacy aspects in terms of the usage of AI, of the usage of the data, your personal data by AI, and subsequently, it's not the fact that most of these models run on air. The most critical component for it is essentially the fuel for it, apart from the electricity and energy consumption. But the critical component of it is data. But the moment data comes into the play, the larger privacy or data protection regimes come into the play. Are we ready to capitalize into that? Are we ready to transform our existing mechanisms, our existing data centers, are existing compliant to the DPDP? That's another business opportunity that is around the corner. All these aspects are there. It's the time where we can make the change. And we have the capabilities of making the change. The PSUs are the ones, if you see, when India got independence, they were the ones who actually led to the herald of something that we are seeing right now. These have been further exacerbated, they have been further catalyzed by the private industry that came into the. Now, this is the time, there's going to be another, we call it in military affairs, we call it as a revolution in military affairs. The same, it's a revolution in the industrial affairs. It's happening as we speak right now. Either we lose onto this opportunity, or we capitalize onto this opportunity. That is something, a clarion call I would give over here. And my sincere request is, please formulate out this consortia with private companies, with research institutions, and the PSUs with the Herald to come up with next generation solutions to fill in these gaps. Thank you very much. It was indeed a pleasure speaking to you. Jai Hind.